Let's get started a little early tonight, shall we? I think we shall, if I can remember how to move my mouse. There we go. Let's get into it. All right. Do. Alrighty, let's see what we got now. No mail. Any visitors? Ah, yeah, Erwin. Good, we want to get him to move in. So we'll go say hello to Monsieur Erwin. Oh, and the talk box is in. Oh, things are coming together. Hello, friend. Yeah, I'll buy 4 bright wire. Excellent. And that's at half a heart with him. Alright, what's the animal feeder gonna cost us? We'll take it just so we can start spending money. I don't know if money is a thing with him or not. Let's buy some of this too. Cool. We're not ready for animals yet, but that'll hopefully start getting in his good graces. We also can see now that we finally have the restaurant. This area is a little busy, and I kind of want to move the bank back a bit. So I want to do kind of the same kind of corner. So we're gonna move the bank to here, I think. So we have to move the bank up 1 and back 2. We'll do that shortly. In the interim, let's get working on some projects. And I think I have a way to actually kind of mark off what we're doing so people popping in the stream know what's going on tonight. So let's go ahead and get ourselves over here real quick. And we'll get that set up since we're starting a few minutes early. So what we're gonna do is come over here. We're gonna go ahead and add some text back in. We're gonna move it up here. And what I'm gonna do now is check this out. Let's see, I think I can hide it, right? Oh, no, that does not work anymore. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and update our notebook file here. And so what we're gonna work on now, I think, is going to be our randomizer area, which you'll see what that means in a minute. All right, we'll control save that. Beautiful. Okay. And we'll park this. And we'll park it over here. I think that should be fine on the screen. I don't want to block any important. Let's see. Well, we'll mess around with this while we're sitting here live. Nice. Okay. I think that works well. Cool. So we're gonna keep working on the randomizer area, which is gonna go over here. And how big is the door? The door takes up 2 blocks. So we're gonna move this key out of the way. And I don't know, we'll put it somewhere at some point. But we're gonna get rid of these 2 blocks. Beautiful. Okay. We'll fix the floor in a minute. I thought I could get out there. We can't. But we can get out here. So what we want to do is we're going to take down this wall. We are going to build up more wall because I don't feel like dealing with, you know, visitor crocs and all that jazz. But for that I'm going to need a shovel, which I should have somewhere. Should get. Excellent. And we're also going to eat some fruit salad, just so we have the stamina to do all the stuff we want to be doing. I thought... Yes, that's what we want there. Beautiful. There we go. So we can just park this here, park this here, and now we can compact that quite easily. Beautiful. Alright, we'll fix the floor in a bit. We're going to need more gumwood to do that, so that's not a problem. No hurry there. I think we need to put the... Yeah, we'll need to put the floor down first, though, under the arch. So do I have concrete on me, or is it all... Yeah, I said plenty. Plenty of concrete. So we're going to get the randomizer area going. And if you're like, what the heck's the randomizer area? It's this little thing I like to build on my islands that helps me figure out what to do when I don't know what to do. And so since we beat medium core, which is very exciting, and we can kind of go over that later if there's interest. We're kind of free to do whatever the heck we want now on this island. And so we're going to go ahead and drop that there because I think I want to do a lower wall with hedges for this kind of room. So let's get printing. I'll figure out how big. The area doesn't need to be huge by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, we might just do this kind of like 4 by whatever this ends up being. Yeah, that works, I think. That'll work fine. And then we're going to concrete all that. And we'll get that all concreted in. Ah, no, not that. That's going to be a different floor. And instead of building... Oh, 1 second. I think my dog is getting to the trash. Be right back. Dogs are always fun. Okay, we're back. So I do think, actually, we're going to do... Let's put the hedge now. We might do the corners to keep that in concrete. It doesn't connect, so no, we won't. We'll just do the hedge. So we got a little hedge wall here. I wish you could do double high walls. That'd be nice. Do I like that? I think... Oh, I do like it, but... For the randomizer to work, I need a place to put signs. So we're gonna need to think of something else. Where's my sign box? Here it is. Why can't I open it? Oh, it's too far away. Alright, right now I just have item signs. I'm gonna need to make some other signs, to be honest, and that's right here. What do we need? I want... handwritten. That's what I want, and we're gonna need 8 of them, at least. So let's grab some wood. Great, we'll grab the hardwood. And we'll grab the gumwood. And we'll make some signs. Alright, handwritten sign. Beautiful. So we got that. While we're over here, we might as well grab the flooring we want, which is the gumwood with plenty of. And we're gonna come back here and figure out. You know, I think what we'll do is we'll leave the hedge, but we'll put our wall offset 1. Let me think here. I'm gonna do a bigger wall. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Yes, we are gonna do this, but it's gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna pull this out. We're gonna dirt print up to the wall for this side. Oops. We'll fix that in a minute. Beautiful. Alright. Okay. Then we're gonna do this all in concrete, I think. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Actually, I'm gonna extend this. I'll make this a little... So instead of being centered, we're gonna offset it a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, step 1, step 2. So sign 1. How tall is a sign on here? Kind of designing as we go. This is a different than what I did my other islands. So let's see here. I don't want it necessarily above, but I don't mind. Alright, I think we will have it above. That's just gonna be the reality. Let's go ahead though, compact this down. And we're gonna break all these real quick. Compact them down. I'm just gonna slide the wall back 1. And then that's gonna be... Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. We're getting there. We just gotta repeat this pattern. And this way... I'll ponder in a minute. Nope. Alright, let me get the back wall done, and then we'll match the front wall to make it all work. So if I do this... I do love this concrete block. I think it's probably my favorite block in the game. I do this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can take this one down. This is why we're figuring this out as we go. Do a print. Okay, that's gonna leave me the space I need to put my 8 signs up there. Which means this can all be floor. And if I want to do something similar, then what I'm gonna want to do is take... Alright, so my shelf... Oh, I'm gonna have to do a bump out after all. Not the end of the world. Oh, no, I don't, because I have all 8 signs over here. I'm good. So actually, I can make this nice and wide. And there we go. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright. Where's my shovel? Compact that all down. Add this. Just trying to break up the bunker feel of a little bit of green. Okay, I like that. Then we're going to put our signs here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. I just want to be finicky. That's fine. 2, 3, 4. We'll put our spinner right there. Excellent. Let's go get a marker, which I don't know if I've actually made one yet. Do I have a sign pencil? I don't see one in there. Alright, let's make one. Okay, is that at the sign table or is that elsewhere? It is a sign table. Mangrove and Spinifex. Easy peasy. I already got Spinifex for some reason. Love to see it. Hey, Shenanigans, good evening. What are we doing? Tonight, sorry I missed the chat there. Tonight, Shenanigans, right now, we're working on a spinner room. I like to have a randomizer when I don't know what to do. This tells me things I should work on. So I need to come up with the 8 things I want to work on. That's going to be something new. But I think for this, what we're going to do, let's see. A 1 will be roads, rails. I think that'll be good. A 2 will be, I don't know. some of the things I want to start working on, like builds. Why is it doing that? Okay, I can't just type. Good. 2 is going to be the... I'm going to call them the multiplayer games. Multiplayer zone. We're going to call that Arena. Alright, we're going to have a few different multiplayer zone things to work on. Because I have some ideas I want to work on for the multiplayer. And I need more dice before I can actually finish it. Multiplayer zone dice pit. For like Farkle. Alright, so we got multiplayer zones, roads, rails. Oops. House decorating. House deco. What do you think, Shenanigans? What other things could we be working on for our, if we don't know what to do one night, this just gives us inspiration of things we might want to do. 5 could be, we could start building out the farm. Build out farm / ranch. I think that's a good one. 6 could be work on Critterpedia. 7 could be make money. So they're probably hunting. You know, 7 will be mining runs. Yeah, no, the penguins are to go into a zoo at some point. That's a whole nother build that once I figure out what I want to do. But that's a good idea. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 8. 8 will be zoo / set pieces. Yeah. There, I like it. So again, this is something when I have like no idea what I want to do, I can just come here and be like, I don't know what to do today. And I use this on my other island. It's a little different over there. So 5 would be like, I don't know what to do. I guess we're working on the farm and the ranch. So I like having this little randomizer area. Part of randomizing right now, I don't have any ideas for it, includes the dice. You know, we'll find some fun ways to use this. Yeah, let's make another one of those. Do I have... Well, of course I have. I have all the recipes now, which is wild. So yeah, the other day I accidentally beat medium core. Did not realize I was close to having all the recipes and got them. And then the fishing tournament put me over... we'll do... Yeah, that. The fishing tournament put me over the 5 million mark in my bank. And that was my last things I needed, which is crazy. At some point I'm going to start a Switch Island, only because I think my daughter's going to start playing it on the Switch, and that's going to be a lot of fun. She wouldn't stream right now, that's not, you know, she's too young for that. But I'd like to work on an island with her. And then I could show it off, but... She's, I don't think kiddos, at this point, who knows, maybe things will change. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, there we go. This way we can just kind of store stuff over here that kind of goes with this room. So let's go ahead and throw that down. Where'd it go? We're going to be doing the night market a lot because I want at least 6 dice, I think. Yes, I know I'm in the way. I just wanted to center this here. So let's go ahead and put a dice. We'll put a balloon because balloons are fun. We'll put another dice. We're going to change the order of that. That's interesting. Okay, cool. This place is starting to look a little fun. I think we have some lights or something we can put in here that might also help for a little room. Let's see. Stone lantern. Let's do the... I like the good old fire. Fire! Maybe our mannequins will go hang out in there too, so it looks like it's a party room. Guess we'll just edge the whole walls there. And I suppose I could also take down the interior wall a little bit here so it looks a little more cohesive. So maybe we'll do that. Just to make it more of a room, right? You know, we don't need to keep it fully hidden. I think because of the signs there, we'll leave that one. Take down these three a level. Yeah, that could look good. So you can tell I'm in medium. I'm no longer in medium core because I'm starting to spend time like caring about how it looks, and that's a big giveaway. All right, we'll deal with that dirt later. We'll deal with that dirt later. And we'll deal with that dirt later. Yes, I like this. We're making little rooms now. And I can get my compactor now and just... Ah! I've been playing on the Switch, and so now all of my muscle memory is absolutely shot. And I keep hitting A and B backwards. There we go. And just to be safe, I don't think anything can jump over, but we have had some croc issues, so we're just gonna kind of pop that all out. I'll fix that in a moment. I don't even know how that happened. And we'll trim that away. There we go. Just kind of rough out the edge a little bit. Cool. There's a little more of a gap there. Beautiful. Let's fix this corner. Alright, I'm happy with that. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Here, actually, I'll show you real quick. Let me save here. So I have, that's one version of it, right? So sleep until tomorrow. And so the other thing you can do is with dice, you could give yourself 2 different dice. And I wish you could color the dice. That'd be a good suggestion. I wonder if we could dye the dice. Yeah, I don't know how the compactor did that. That was a little weird, right? I didn't mean to come back to this island. I meant to quit to main menu. But yeah, you could do like a dice rolling as well. So roll 1 through 6 or roll 2 dice and whatever your combo is. That can give you a 2 through 12 option. Let's go to load game. We'll go to Streamland. Alright, and you know, I was saying, oh yeah, well I can still build the arena. Once I'm done on survival mode of this island, I could turn it creative, so that's something we could do. This is my original island. Haven't been here in a minute, but over here is my first kind of random area. Oh, I forgot you could also do 2 things. So here's what I did for this wheel. So you have bug hunting, fishing, hunting favors, so like talking to the villagers. Mining / keys, farming, crafting, tidying, and then chat picks. So you get lots of options. Lots of cool things you could choose to do. This is my... You can tell I have a look that I like. But this is my other storage area, storage zone workshop. I won't lie, I'm half tempted to get a second copy of the game so I could pass things back and forth between my saves. Because I like doing it in survival mode. But I love the furniture. I actually really like most of what this house is already. It's a little cluttery, but I really like this house. But this is not the island we're working on. We're over here. That's the other thing, is do I just start an actual true survival island, or a creative island, and just decorate? I don't know. I like, it feels to me I'm more of a I want to earn it guy. Alright, let that load. Well, the randomizer's pretty good right now, so I think what we're going to work on now is rail lighting. So we'll update our text here. And we're gonna go ahead. Oh, I think my wife's home from her improv class. Or improv festival? I don't know what she's at today. It's something improv. Fletch sent me some raw meat. Lovely. Alright. So we're gonna work on rail lights today. And And we're gonna need some stuff to do that. We are gonna need concrete. I can go put this back. I had to sacrifice a bunch of my kegs to get the restaurant put in finally. There we go. All right. So the lights I think I want to use are actually these bad boys. Can't even see them. There we go. I think I want to use these lights along my rail line. So let me see what we need to make them. We'll go to our lights box here. So we're looking at road lamps. I do want to make quite a few. There's no way to tell how many pillars I have, so I think I'm gonna make like 20 to start with. Maybe a little more. We'll see what we get here. Alright, so we got that. We need our quartz crystals. And I think we have 20 glass bulbs. That should not be a problem. Ah! Beautiful. Alright. Let's bulk get these guys all built up. I'm sure I'm gonna need more than 20 actually. I don't remember how many bridges I did on the rail line so far. But I want to add one of these on each of the posts. And I gotta figure out how high we're going. Do I have my... Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Do I have spark soup? I do. Okay. We're gonna need dirt printing, spark soup. Oh, that should be good. Okay. So the rail line is it's roughly done. It's, you know, it's first pass done. At least the portion of the rail that we've built out so far. The monorail, I guess we're calling it. And it's right over here. And so what I'm thinking is along each post, I'd like to, and I don't know if I want to do it while we're in town or once we get out of town, but I'd like to, maybe it's every other post? Maybe every other post we put a light. But what I want to decide is how low the light can be and still be a thing. So let me look at this height here. I think the train will hit that. Let's go grab the train right quick and see. And we can actually take the train backwards, or it actually might be faster just to ride the whole rail. Come on. Whoa, alright. We'll ride the whole line. Yeah, I think that's too low, so we're going to have to bump it up a little bit. But we did almost the entire track. Not all of it, but almost the entire thing is rail bridges. Very few actual rail track. At the turn, there's a rail track. And in theory, I could have made that tighter if I'd lined it up and started from the rail track, but whatever. Alright, and here's where we hit our turnaround. And this station's not done yet. This is kind of a big wonky turnaround, but I kind of was having fun playing with it. A little elevation change, just really was testing some stuff. This is my hunting grounds, that's why the train comes out here. And it goes back. And it is a monorail system. We keep the rail going all the way up, all the way across. It's pretty nice. It took a lot of stream time to get it pretty. When I was in the closed beta, as a Dinkum partner, when I was in the closed beta, I just used dirt and sand and didn't measure anything out and filled gaps of tracks. But then I came back and made it a little more uniform. All right. And the whole thing we actually wanted to see was this. Does it clip? I'm not a big fan of building things that clip. Oh, man. Huh. I would say it doesn't. I can still see the whole shadow there. It doesn't... It should go up one higher, right? It should go up one higher. Let's go see. So what I'm thinking is we want to line them up. Do I need spark soup yet? I will take it now just in case. Yeah, it should go up higher. You're not wrong. I'll have to turn it also. I think that's okay. Maybe we'll go... Maybe actually what we'll do is we'll line it up here. That's what we'll do, because it'll make my life a lot easier. We will line it up with... So there's one pillar visible. Because otherwise it's gonna be really... Oh, this is gonna be kind of annoying, actually, now that I think about it. So we're gonna do the shovel game. There we go. There we go. That way it's always one pillar below. So if I have to go into the water deeper, yeah, I think that's a good height. And I think we're gonna do every other, and we're gonna do it on this side, and we're gonna do it on the first pillar. Okay, cool. Let's go turn the train around. So that would require one there, technically, but I think we're gonna do something different for the town lights. I'm not gonna worry about that one. So we'll go every other starting here. So we got one. So this one here. And it's gonna be the first pillar. And yeah, see, basing it off what's on top is gonna make my life so much easier. Beautiful. Where's my arrow? Perfect. That way they're all the same height. Honestly, getting in and out of the train is not making this any faster. Do I have anything in my train? I normally do, but I don't, so we're just gonna take that real quick. Yep, should have thought of that. Also broke the bridge. Let's go ahead and fix the bridge. Where is it? There it is. Cool. Alright, so skip this one. Do this one. Come on, get on it and... I thought I could just kind of... Not as easy as I thought this would be. Not as easy as I thought, but that's okay because I can do this. That is easy. Let's keep building up this way. And it was one off, right? Yeah, so I need to go up one more whole pillar. We'll just borrow some of this dirt here. And one more. Beautiful. I don't think I can do that, right? Worth a shot. It's always fun building in water. I will say that very tongue-in-cheek. The things we do to make things look pretty. Alright. Can I do this while standing on it, though? Ah, son of a... New idea, actually. Oh, new idea that I like. It's not even just a new idea, that one that kind of makes sense. Obviously, you would need some sort of infrastructure to get up and work on your light posts or your rails. We're gonna go build a bunch of fences. That'll help not only in the construction, it'll help... Why am I walking? I have a phone. That'll help not only construction, that'll also help with... It'll you know, add some more texture to the build. And texture is... If you're wondering what I'm doing, I've been playing way too much Animal Crossing. And playing too much Dinkum on the Switch. And now my fingers are all backwards for my A and B buttons. Okay, let's call tower. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call tower. We can... Let's not call tower. Let's actually call... Let's create a signal. Now, let's call tower. I am having a night, y'all. Don't mind me. There we go. Cool. We'll come out of our... I'm gonna work on this too. It's the idea is there, but it's not done. That's good. That is our lighthouse. I think I want to put like a little actually like keeper's hut. Maybe I'll put one of the... You know what might help? Maybe if I put one of the guest houses connected to that. Maybe that will help make that feel more lighthouse-ish and less weird tower. Okay, so we're gonna build some fence. I think I just want like a metal fence, to be honest. Where does fences live? Or ladders. These are all fences. Floors and ramps. Is it under household? It is under household. Palmwood's not bad either. Nah, we'll make iron ladders. Okay, it's just iron bars. Ooh, I'm a little low on iron. Let's get this cooking up. Alright, if we put this guy here. And then come over here. And I don't know why I put those in there. Probably supposed to pay attention. Yeah, I think we are going to do palm wood. Iron's the right call. That's what will look nicer. We'll make iron. I guess we got to do a mining run at some point. Cool. Alright, that's enough for now. We'll come back and get anything that's done cooking later. Let's go and call the signal. Beautiful. Alright. I do want this to be consistent, so we'll start on this one. And is it silly to put a ladder for a one high block? Absolutely. Am I going to do it anyway to be consistent? For now. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't really love that it goes above. Hey, Jill, how's it going? Although that is something to remember. It's kind of a cool look for, like, decorative purposes. That is interesting, like, as a planter or something. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay. We don't like the ladder. Like, I guess the ladder isn't needed for one block. Maybe we'll actually treat it like we should. How do we get the ladder off if we don't want it there? Let's get an actual pick or something. Since I don't know which tool does it. There we go. Alright, we're gonna keep the light here. How's it going tonight, Jill? I hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. I am putzing around on the no longer medium core island. It is done. It has happened. We've completed 5 tasks. So now I can just decorate and kind of have fun and do what we want to do. Wait, what? That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's fix that. I do appreciate that the ladders that they grow. You don't need to do anything wild. Okay, let's take this back. Excellent. Now, can I, from the ladder... Yes, thank you. That's the whole reason I wanted these things in the first place. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's cool. I don't think for the 1 high blocks we need them. I think we will use them for the 1.5 high blocks still. Again, it's nice to be able to get into your rail line. This helps you kind of get up there and do your work. Nice. Okay, that's gonna work. Thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Alright, our spark soup's almost gone. We'll eat another one of those puppies if I can find it. There it is. And we'll need our dirt printer. I think that's good. You know, we don't need on our bar. We don't need that. This is all our decorating stuff. That's pretty solid. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It also means we can leave Dangerous Wish. I don't know what wish we want to put on, or we want to just leave it dangerous, to be honest. But we could leave Dangerous Wish if we wanted to. Alright, that stays because it's only a 1 high block. It doesn't get a ladder. Same will be here. Beautiful. And so, let me see here. We're skipping this one. So we got another water one we got to build, which is fine. Make sure there's no gators or crocs around. Alright, so... Alright, we were just borrowing, I think. Borrowing some shore dirt to make this happen. Who knows? Just need 2 more. Break up the edge there. Nice. Alright. Throw our ladder on. Come up here. And we'll spin that around, pop that there. Beautiful. This is working out well so far. Actually, this works out pretty well in D, because I wanted the light at the corner and to figure out what we're gonna do there. So that works. Okay, another water one. Get ourselves a yabby. A yabba dabba doobie. I love the look of the ladder around it. The ones the trees moving, the trees outside. Wait, okay. I love the look of the ladder around it. The ones of trees. What about moving trees to the other side and surrounding the tile of ladders? Ooh, I don't know what you're saying. Just move. I love the look of the ladder around it. I don't know what you're saying, Shenanigans. I apologize. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Or you can try to explain to my addled brain. It was a busy day. I took the day off, not necessarily for fun. It was fun. I mean, you know, spending time at your kid's school is fun. But I took the day off to go to my kiddos' walkathon, where they raise money for the PTA, which I'm a member of. And so I had to go and track kids' laps, because, you know, they get donations. So we did that from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then I did get to go and have a delicious meatball sub, so that is always a treat. And took a nap. So I guess, you know, overall, I still had a good day off. And then my kiddos wanted to watch a movie tonight, and for some reason Disney Plus is really pushing holiday movies already. And so we watched, they've never seen it before, we watched Home Alone, which I don't think I've seen decades. Holds up. Some language and stuff, you know, not necessarily, and we don't do stuff with guns in our house, so that was there's, you know, there's obviously a lot of that going on, but it was fun, and the girls loved it. Alright, so that's coming together. I will move the trees off. I'll get my... Oh, you know, I have tree pickers on me. I can move the trees one back so they're not colliding. Although I don't mind, like, a green forest to go through. It's kind of fun. Can you pick up... Oh, you can pick up mangroves. I did not know you could pick up mangroves. That was a test. Interesting. Like this one here, we can just move it one back. Like to here? Yeah, that way it's not colliding as much. Alright, so here is where we might break the pattern a little. I need to figure out what to do with this whole section to begin with. A light should be here, if we're following the pattern. But this, I think, is actually going to be its own little station. Let me look at the map, because this could be... Yeah, this somewhere over here could be where I come up with, like, some multiplayer shenanigan island. Oh, some of the tiles you have with lights have a tree next to it. Gotcha. It's like the land tiles put like a tall tree up next to them or something. That could be good. Yeah, I'll try that next. Let me finish the light pattern. If I have enough lights, I don't know if I have enough ladders. So I'm gonna skip this one, knowing that something's going here. Which means we would skip this pillar, and our next light pillar would be this one. Now make sure we're doing the pattern right, so it's gonna be this side, first spot. All right. I swear I thought there was a way I could dirt print from the... Nope. Oh, I can. It's just finicky. Just wants to play a little rough. Alright, gotta do that 2 more times. Or... Oh, actually, I'm being silly, because I can just do... Let's do the way I know works. Put this ladder on. It's funny, the other day I had like 120 iron. And I was like, oh, I have enough iron to last me forever. Got that wrong. We're already out. Alright, we got another one here. And the shovel method just seems to work fine, so we'll just keep doing that. I think just one more. Alright, can't borrow any dirt from under a bridge. I don't like leaving obvious pits. There we go. Okay. That'll work. Put our ladder. So useful. Nice. This is actually great, because if I'm doing something for whatever reason, I jump into the water, now I have an easy way along this whole path to get back up onto the path. So I am a fan of this. All right, so it's gonna be this one here, and then that one there. Beautiful. The spacing worked out great. As I get to these last few, I finally figure out how to dirt print and not a singular dirt print tower. Come on, I can't. Nah. Whatever. Perfect. And we're actually gonna have enough ladders, so that's gonna work out great. Excellent. And then one more. Because whatever I do over on this side will also again be station lighting, so... Oops, hello friends. Ow. Oh, you poisoned me? Jerks. That's fine though, I'll survive. Nope, that ain't right. Pockets are full. Well, heavens to Betsy. Alright, let's go ahead and get this dropped down. 1, 2, 3 more. Not trying to make pits. I feel like that muscle was causing me issues. You know what, we'll just take this one away too. Because why not? Beautiful. Gotta break coral out of the way, which feels really wrong. Coral's having enough issues in the real world. Alright, there we go, and... Beautiful. Alright, that's gonna, I think, cover everything we need to do for now. Let me see, if I skip one... There'd be a need for... Oh yeah, I want to start working on panels. I don't have the furniture shop yet, so I got a bit before we get panels. I think what we'll do is we will put the light post here. So let's do this. I'll try to keep it the same height if I can space it right. That look right? Does it need to be one more? No, that's gonna be too high. Right, yeah, that's too high. I gotta go down 1. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Okay. Alright, cool. Do I I have my train on me? I think I do. I think I do. We can, we'll ride the whole line once it gets dark. We'll leave that here. So again, this is a hunting ground. The whole reason I built the line out here in the first place was for this batch of warrior moves. You can tell it's summer and I still haven't picked up all their eggs. So there's a bunch of nests here. And so I do a bunch of trapping of things. That's how honestly I got most of my money for a good chunk of the medium core challenge. And then over here, if I remember correctly, is another bunch of nests. So it's just a really good space for it. And my idea was, oh, I would come out here and steal all their eggs and take the train back to town to sell to John, instead of having to teleport one by one. That's the idea of the train station setup. Let's clean out my map here, and we'll head that way. You know, test panels and then wallpaper and stuff could help with my lighthouse. Because I really like the idea of the lighthouse, and I think the red and white stripes are fine. And that dome at the top looks kind of like a lighthouse dome, even though it's a radio tower. And if I can get one or two more lights to put up, I think that'll really help. But I like the idea of it. I don't know that I love the full execution, but I like the idea. Alright, it's getting late. I'm just going to go clean up my inventory. And then we're going to go ride the train line and see what that looks like. I also, let's see, we'll deal with these fish at some point too. I have these ones out because I had an idea of sinking them into the floor of the pool. I think having like some fish where these lights are might look interesting. I just haven't done it yet. Actually, let's try one. So if I pop the pearl path, and we're going to need our compactor. And we'll put a dirt, compact it, pick up a dirt. I think one deep is probably plenty enough. We put the pearl path back down. Again, I don't mind it being dark. I'm curious to see what this looks like. I don't think that's it, but there's something to it. It could be interesting to have an entire floor of a pool where the whole bottom is fish tanks. These fish tanks, not these ones. Although that's a fun texture too to actually use as a floor. I'll have to keep that in mind. See, when it switches to night mode though, there's something kind of interesting if you had a bunch of them. I don't know, or maybe put them in the wall. I don't know. Let's stop breaking the whole place and let's go ahead and put that dirt back. We'll fix our pool right quick. Where's my pearl paths? We'll figure it out at some point. That point is not now. Where'd that fish go? There it is. Now maybe what we'll do for now, since I have all these fish here, I don't know why, I don't need to keep these fish. Maybe what we'll do is, and they kind of light up, which is fun. Maybe we'll just put them as part of the fountain for now. This garfish was in a box or something. I don't know why I got. I wish I'd stop breaking ramps. Ramp gets you from the shallow end to the deep end, you know? There we go. Cool. Alright. Well, let's put some stuff in our auto sorter in hopes that it auto sorts, although I think I might have the full stacks of everything, so very little of this may actually auto sort. Are there any glowing fish in the mines? Do any of the fish glow in the mines? I know the lightning bugs do. I actually had homes for more stuff than I thought I did, which is nice to see. I'm sure quite a bit of it will not sort though, so don't get your breath. Don't hold your breath. Is that the saying, don't hold your breath? Yeah, there it is. Alright, sign tool goes in my random tools. Let's take it out of the swag pack. Excellent, everything else is fine to keep for now. Alright, what didn't get sorted? Quite a bit, like I thought. Easy peasy though. We know where most of this goes. Okay. Plants and flowers over here, that's where this coral's gonna go. I guess walls will get also the ladders? Why not? Oh, no, that's dumb. Steps should get the ladders because they both help you change elevation. I've taken it down to catch the one fish, the deep fish I think it's called. But I don't normally have it down there with me. I'm excited to see how this train looks all lit up once I put all this nonsense away. Lights can go in here in our lighting box. Do I have a farm box? I do. We'll put all the farm stuff in there for now, and then eventually we'll have a separate ranching box, but we can shove it in there for now, because we don't actually have a farm yet. Yeah, the deep fish looks like a lanternfish. I don't know if it does glow that much extra, but... anglerfish. That's the lanternfishes are called anglerfish. I was like, I'll remember it eventually. And let's see here, we'll pop that here. We'll pick up all our iron ore. We'll put this over for excess. Oh, nice. We got 12 more iron to kind of restock the supplies a bit. Alright, and now we can pack up our box and organize things the way we like to normally have it organized. Which is some sort of weapon. I prefer the ice hammer. There it is. Like, I have an ice hammer. Followed by a pickaxe and chainsaw of the electric variety. Followed by the bug book and then the bug net. Fish book, fishing rod. Do I have a stone? No, Jacker. I was like, if I had a stone, that's the one tool I don't think I have yet. I think I'll start using this more too. I'll put this in the main box. And then I keep my base food there. And that's my normal loadout. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead. We don't need actually any food. We will grab the helicopter to bring... we'll take the helicopter over to our teleporter. Fly past the lighthouse. Coming for a landing. A very safe, smooth landing by just throwing the copter. Which will bring with us for later. Alright, let's go and grab our train, which is up here, and we'll ride the lines. Ride those rails and see what we can get into. If I can remember where I'm going. I'm going, yeah, that way. And that's part of the whole infrastructure thing. At some point I'll add a road that goes directly to the teleport tower, or I'll continue the train line. Maybe the train line will circle all of the towers at some point. I just don't know. Alright, we can take our helmet off. Beautiful. Let's go. Ooh, I like it. I like the lights. I think they're good height. That's very slick. I'll take it. And again, we're gonna put some sort of station here at the turn. I'm still holding out hope that James is gonna add more train logistics, like track switches and stuff. So that's why I'm not going ham yet. I'm building a train line. Oh yeah, and I like the idea of moving some of the trees next to the lights, like kind of back here. I like having trees kind of cross the lights too. They light up nicely. I don't mind this one being so shovey. That's good. That's, yeah. And we come down to our station, down our monorail track, to our little janky turnaround. And that brings us back up to... and we'll just leave it parked here for now. This is a station you can actually go into. I mean, it doesn't really go anywhere. And I have lights hidden in it, so that way from a distance it's lit up at night. Yeah, it's getting there. I'm not big on dirt print building yet, but the idea of the station... like, oops. No, let's put our helmet on so we don't drown. There we go. The idea of it lighting up at night, I think I really like. I like some of the light coming out from the interior. I do think once we get the furniture and I can start building... oh yeah, there is a pearl. You can tell how much I ever care about grabbing them. But since you called it out, I shouldn't leave it behind, right? You can tell I know it's there because that's why I have the diamond on my map. That's what I mark pearls with. So I have a pearl there, a couple over here that I found, a couple over here. I think there's another one actually over there somewhere. But, alright, we're going to leave our copter here for now. I guess we can go... Maybe that's what we'll do next. Maybe we'll build a copters area. A little parking lot for copters. Probably do that. Where maybe we'll put it... Do I want to add another door, like a whole nother zone back here? I think I do. We'll put a little helicopter spot here. I mean, yes, you lose this mining area, but I'm never back here, so we'll leave the copter here as a reminder. And that's what we'll do tomorrow. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. And get some rest. Do-do-do-be-do. Alrighty. Erwin's back. He really wants me to keep giving him stuff so he moves in, which is good because we need to start doing that. Milburn just sent me money. Great. It's raining. Is there anything I want to sell? I could sell the bone, I could sell the... Nah, I don't think there's really anything I care to sell at this point. We have 5 million in the bank. I'm about to go spend almost 1 million of it to pay off the restaurant. But, you know, we're in decent shape. I should probably start summoning the other houses once I know where they're gonna go. Hello, friend. Alright, bush lime I can do. Can I do a bush lime by not going back to my storage? Is a different question. Yes, here we go. Excellent. So again, we're just trying to do the thing so he eventually moves in. I want to be able to get all of my residents now that we can talk to people freely and not have to do their tasks if we don't want to. Here you go. Wackadoo. Thanks, Josh. Here's your reward. Crikey, some triangle glasses. I cannot do an Aussie accent. I should keep watching those YouTube videos. Maybe I'll try. That'll either be endearing or really offensive. Alright, so we do need to fix this problem, right? I want to have the same spacing. So 1, 1, 2 back. So 1 out, 1, 2 back. So I want that same space for the bank. So 1, 2, 1 out. So I need to move the bank corner to there, which is really annoying and expensive. But we're gonna do it because I want to start working on this area too. And actually opening it up a little bit more would not be a bad thing. I'm also debating if we're going to do that. I might have to move the bank twice. Because I'm wondering, do I want to raise all of the buildings in this little area? And I'm kind of thinking yes. So we're going to have to move the Tucker box. And we're going to have to move the bank. Ugh. Hello. Alright, well, let's pay off the restaurant first. Because we're not going to be able to do any of that until we do. We'll take out a cool mill. Just to have some spending cash. Which we'll immediately then go and spend. A good chunk of it. And we're going to have to move buildings twice. And so now that if we're going to do this, we should do it right? So if I want to move the Tucker box and give some more breathing room so they can have a patio of the same sort, then what I need to do is kind of calculate out where I want this to go. So, which building do we move? Well, it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm being dumb. I can just move them both out of the way once and then... Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's talk about town. I want to move a building. Let's start with the Tucker box. So we're gonna have to do this twice, so it's just eating up our cash, but whatever. And we're just gonna park that sucker right over here on the beach. Because, again, it's not gonna live there. Excellent. Alright, it'll move in the morning. Can I queue up moving 2 buildings at the same time if I just pay them both off? I don't think I can. Let's find out. Will she let me? Nope. Rude. Alright, this is gonna take a few days. That's fine. We could also like power sleep through it if we really wanted to. While that's happening though, let's update what we're doing right now. Now we're gonna work on our helicopter pad. I already did pay it off, Jill. She says it can't happen because the other building's in the process of being moved. So I'm not sure. She won't let me move too, because if you look, I'm not taking any more donations. Everything's paid off. No donations. Okay, I will buy a sleeping bag though. Although I probably have one in storage. That way we can just sleep wherever we're out and about and not have to come back. Okay, we'll let that happen. That'll be a thing. Let's go plan our helipad. Next stream, you're gonna work on seasonal catchables. That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh yeah, deeds. Yeah, when I finally put down the neighborhood, I will just put down the neighborhood everywhere. All right. So do we want to play with elevation? Do we want the helipad to actually be really low, like we go down into like this quote-unquote underground bunker helipad and fly out? Also, on that note, because if we could do this, this is a place where I'd allow for clipping. Can we clip through a pergola? Alright, if I try... No, we can't. Dang it, that was so close. Hey you, welcome back. Alright, let's see... I want to try one more time, because it looks like it was going to let us. Because I love the idea of like a hidden quote-unquote underground helipad. Although flying back into it would be obnoxious, so... we'd have to break the copter each time. Alright, can we come out of the ground? I'm trying to come up. Oh, nope, can't do it. Okay. I do think that I still want like a one that's like underground, quote unquote. So I think we'll dig way down. I do think we're gonna build it here. How big a helipad do we want? So let's throw one down real quick and then we'll dig it back up. That's fine. Taking too long. All right. And for the helipad, I know we're gonna need a bunch of this, and we're gonna spell it out with letters. So we'll need the other one. Yeah, a little bunker down there, a little flight bunker. I think this will be cool. Let's see here. I need this one. Stone and cement. We can do that. I don't need a lot, luckily, so we'll just grab, I don't know, 3 of each. That'll give us 24. That should be plenty to write out the letter H. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna put things down on dirt before I dig it out, so I get the right size. That's the idea here. And I do think we are gonna use some pergolas. Do I have any made? I probably don't. Okay, so that's a steel one, which I've grown accustomed to being over here. Let's see what other ones we can make. Where is it? There we go. We can't make cloth yet. I mean, steel's probably the winner, or the hardwood. Or tin. I keep saying steel. Tin. Tin's cheap. Let's make 2 tin ones real quick. We have a lot of tin. We're gonna have to cut some, but that's not a problem. Do I still have my... Yes, I do. Let's cook the rest of this tin ore while we're at it. You know what? While we're at it, we'll cook the copper ore too. And the zirconium. Why are we keeping ore? We don't need to keep ore. Ooh, new shirt. Ooh. I mean, it's supposed to be summer, but I like orange and gray. That's a great look. We can take the helmet off, though. That is not a great look. There we go. Alright, let's get this all cooking up. Nice. That can just work on it while we're gone. We're gonna go saw a bunch of these. I think for our underground bunker area, we're gonna do 2 pergolas. And then we'll have the subterranean, the lower level helicopter pad. Is the idea. So let's do that. Let's find ourselves... Alright, and how low... Oop, some things got away. That's fine, we'll deal with them later. Oh good, the rain's stopping, beautiful. Now we are going to lose this area, which is fine. I'm not worried about losing the mining area. It's not the end of the world. I also do want to consider where we're putting this. So the entrance in from our base is too wide, I guess this is it. This is where we're coming into it. So this is where the stairs will be down into our bunker. So they're going to be here. Okay, we're going to need to do a couple things. One, how low do I need to go to get this flat of the roof? So 2.5 down. Sound right? So if I come downstairs, I walk under the cover, and then I have my open pit, right? I think that's what it's gonna be. Okay. So if we're coming downstairs from these doors... Oops, wrong. Excellent. Where is my shovel? We're gonna need to do our spark soup setup again. And we're gonna do a lot of compacting and possibly printing, but more compacting. Alright, I'm just setting this up for fast compacting purposes. If I could stop stacking it, that'd be great. Let's pop a spark soup. And if you're playing this and you're like, oh, I wish I could do a bunch of like terrain digging, not building, digging quickly and not have to deal with all the dirt, you can use the cooked banana hack. If you didn't know, if you have no idea what that is, you'll learn. But it's basically you can use a cooked banana. If you drop dirt from a shovel on a cooked banana, it just destroys the dirt, which is kind of cool. All right, we know our staircase is going to go down quite a bit, so we have to extend it out. Now we might put a turn in the staircase. And we're going to match the height of the wall here. I think we will do a turn in the staircase. We'll come out here. And maybe we'll actually, yeah, well, the staircase is going to be too wide until we hit the turn. That's going to be 1 wide. We don't need to be digging down that far. And so we'll do... This is just to get down. That'll be... Yeah, there we go. I think this is where it'll transition to a 1 wide. Do I have concrete on me? No. What stairs do we have a ton of? Oh, beautiful. Cement steps. Just what we wanted. We'll also want... Oh, you know, we'll line it maybe with like a barbed wire topped fence. Plenty of concrete. Maybe we'll change up the floor a little bit just to get a little difference. So we'll keep the concrete walls consistent around the bunker area here. But maybe we'll do the flooring with brick path. All right, but now we can start digging down. Nope. Stop doing that. Get a little click happy sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna take this. And we'll come down. Oh no, actually, well, I dug one early. That's okay. We'll just compact from here. We'll put the dirt back there. Cool. I've done this before, I swear. Alright, so that's good. We'll go down, I think, one more. I think. Actually, I want to be compacting all in this area too for now. Don't want to waste my spark soup again. I can always backfill if I take down too much, but we'll dig out our pit. It'll probably be this whole area here. It helps if I have some stamina food. Which in our world is just 3 old fruit salads. Let's see, are we gonna open this up? Let's check our pergolas. We're getting there. I think we gotta go down one more for the pergola, which is fine, because we still need to go down one more. I wish there was wall decorations. Alright, so now we're down here. We can come down here. Let my stamina catch back up. So we have our... We're building our bunker, right? So our copter is going to land, and then we'll be able to walk up these stairs over here. And I might have to recenter some things or rebuild the wall in a moment, but we'll see in a second here. Okay, so how big is the bunker? How do I like this? I think I kind of like... I do think I like this. Okay, that's the right idea for height, I think. Or maybe we go lower. Maybe the bunker is flat with the... Yeah, that's what we need. We still need to keep going down. We're getting there, though. Alright, so if we need to keep going down, hopefully this is as far down as we need to go. Oops, should not have done that. Let's go compact that. Because this would be our turning point. Otherwise, we can go down one more there if we need to, so that's not the end of the world either. Alright. We need to keep that turning landing, that radius there. That's going to be important. So that's our landing. How's that doing for my pergola? All right, we're going down one more. All right, that answers that. So we have our landing, and this is... Once I get rid of this excess dirt, this gets us to where we need to be. At least height-wise, this gets us to where we need to be. Oh yeah, that's so good. All right, I love it. I love it, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so what I think is we will have it so you come down, you walk in here. Maybe we only need the bunker to be 1 deep? And maybe we will open the stairs up so we come over 1. Let's plan this. No, I think we're gonna go too wide still. I think I'm gonna open it up and do... Actually, I was laughing about the banana thing. I think we're actually gonna use the banana trick. Do I have a cooked banana? Because it's super convenient to be able to just use your shovel, grab dirt straight down if you're not moving around. It's actually a little faster than doing all the management of the compactor. Put that in there. Throw that in there. Oops. Try that again. Throw that in there. And I'll show you what I mean. So to make this work, we're going to go ahead and just get ourselves a space right here. We can leave a cooked banana. And we'll get our shovel. And that does it. So we can just stand here now. Back up. Oops, well, it helps if you don't miss. You also gotta make sure you don't walk forward while the animation's still happening. But that's faster than doing the swap back and forth with the compactor to drop dirt, compact it, drop dirt, compact it. Beautiful. Thank you, random banana hack. Alright. So we're gonna do that because I'm gonna pick this up. How do I pick this up? Just break it? Probably chainsaw it, right? Where is... Can you just pick up these things? Oh, yes you can. Okay. Let's put this sucker back here. And that's fine. We are gonna put down a different floor. I'm just getting spacing. So I need to go one more. You've never seen the banana, Jill? Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. G-R-A-T. E. Great words. I am gonna have to build the wall up, but I can make it something different. So it doesn't have to be the same texture as the concrete. We can have like a art wall or something here. Oh, you know what we'll do in our fun bunker room? I have an idea what we'll put down. Oh, actually... Remember I was joking about the... Let's see, what does it look like from above? Does it fill the whole square? Okay, I might need to catch some more fish. I'm gonna borrow this one real quick. Maybe we'll try to go get a marlin or something. But I think this would actually be a fun use of our glowing wall. And then we can cap it with the fish to kind of hide it from above. But we'll see here. So if I do... That's a little much when it's like the floor. But can I use the fish, which is right there, as a way to cap it? So from above, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. We get like this artsy wall. I don't know. I'll ponder that, but I think we're going to do that. We do need to keep digging, though, more of this out. So let's... I guess let's do it this way, right? We gotta... I'd rather have too much dug out and have to replace it than the opposite. So let's... Come on. There we go. We'll get our spark soup so we don't ruin our tools. Done that before. It's very saddening. I guess we'll go that far for now. And we'll get all that. Cool. We are gonna have to go further actually, because if I'm putting two down, I'll make it like a hallway, and then after the hallway, we'll hit the helicopter pad, which might be an issue if we get close to the water, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna take that down. I gotta stop switching so quickly. There we go. Come on. The fish wall is very evil there. Oh, that's true. I could do a couple fish high. That could be fun. Oh, I might have to play with that. Yeah, well, maybe we're doing fishing next to work on our wall of doom, but in the interim. Alright, this is a good start. And again, right now what we're really doing is we're trying to get spacing figured out, and then I'll finish cleaning up. Alright, so this is the bunker portion. You come under here, you come down into our underground lair. Maybe we'll set up a... We'll set something up. And then you come out of the underground lair portion. This is where the copter pad will be. How big a space do I need? Do I have a bunch of sandy area still? Yeah, I can go over here. I just want to ruin grass. I just want to spell out the H for the helicopter so I can get an idea of how much space we're talking about. Alright, so if we're doing this, pick that up. Nope. Oh, actually, that's fine. So we doing a... Doesn't need to be that big. I kind of like it. It's big. It's chunky. Or is it fine, and can we get away with just that? I think we can get away with just that, don't you? I think so. So if we do that, that means we're looking at... And maybe we won't use blacktop. Maybe we'll use blacktop to spell the H out, but maybe we'll put a different floor down. I don't think we'll use the glowing path, but let's see what that looks like. Oh, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since we're spelling an H, we don't actually need to use the blacktop at all. We can just use two different tiles. Yeah, that's a bit much, but the inverse might not be bad. Let me see, what does it look like? I don't hate that, especially if we use the glow wall elsewhere down in the layer. That at least feels kind of coherent. That's too much. I think that works well. So we're looking at a 5x5. Okay. Sure hope my orchard grows soon. Because we are running out of food. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. So we're gonna do, and I might swap the black top for black tile. I'll have to look at the different tile I have available. But we're doing a 5x5. Beautiful. Come across my favorite little bridge. I love that. That's one of the favorite things I've ever built. I love how it works at the dock. I'm also pretty proud of the overall of the pool. That's kind of fun too. Alright, well, look at that still cooking up. Good job. So if we need to come out to a 5x5, it'd be really nice if I had, I don't know, a tape measure. Beautiful. We just need to go back 2 more. That's easy. Well, yes, just 2 more is all we need to go back. Spark Soup's still good. And we'll take that down. And we're getting closer. And we're coming together. And normally I stream with the camera on, and today I just did not feel like doing my hair. No, mostly I didn't feel like turning on the streaming lights. So you get the logo, you get the face, which honestly, as I get older, my beard gets whiter, is more and more accurate every day. All right. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Cool. Alright, so we're going to put our H here. We're going to outline this here. For now. Again, we'll figure out some other floor later. Alright, so that's our helicopter pad. That's the bunker portion. Now we still have that soup. We can't jump through that yet. Okay. Let's continue our wall while we have the dirt printing soup available. All right, come on. And it's a lot of concrete, so that's why I like having that hidden interior wall to break up. So, you know, it's a little accent wall, it just breaks things up. We could actually do the same in here, and I think we will. So we'll do a backdrop interior wall too that's different. Just to break it up a little bit. Okay, so that'll all be concrete. And then once we get the furniture store, and we can actually get wallpaperable interior walls, that gives us some breathing room to also try some things and experiment there. Okay. So that's the first step. Let's, what is this interior wall going to be? For now, we're just going to keep it black, like bunker wall. And I think I'll cap it with some barbed wire. I think we'll put the barbed wire around that whole piece on the inside there. Where I think I have barbed wire made just for now. I do. Nothing says welcoming to my bunker like a big barbed wire capped wall. Oh. And then we gotta figure out what our floor down here is. I think we said we're gonna make it all concrete. Alright, let's put the barbed wire down. I gotta be down here? Fine. No. I don't like it. It doesn't look industrial enough. I also don't like this temp wall either. Let's find something else to put down. Oh, we can do stripes. What do I got that works as a stripe thing? Let's see. We can make more too, of course. We don't have to use what we already have. A lava rock could be funny. Oh, wait, if this is our evil lair, wait a minute. One moment, please. We are gonna do our fish wall. We're gonna back up the wall again. Do I still have fish soup? I do briefly, so let's... Or fish, spark soup. One minute, please. I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all that down. Quick. Compactor. That's fine. 24 seconds. Can I take down this whole interior wall in 24 seconds? That's the race. I think probably not. But we're gonna try. No, we couldn't. But we got pretty far, so that's not too bad. I think we still have enough compactor to take this all the way down, which is what I want to do. And then we'll charge them tonight. I really should get a second charger at some point. Alright, if you're like, what is he doing? I have an idea. Ideas were had. I think I want to go down one further. Okay. Can I get out still? Yes, just by forcing it a little bit. Okay. Now that height is... We're gonna go one lower still. I'm gonna cement all of this. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and compact our way down one more level. And we're gonna cement that. And you're like, Josh, that's a lot of cement. Don't worry about it, the cement will disappear. Alright. Into our bunker. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 10. Let's go make something here. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We are going to have a lava wall, because why wouldn't you have a lava wall in your airport? We're also gonna need to make some lights. Where does the water stuff? There's the water one. Wait. Why don't I know how to make the lava? Let me just look at all. I've unlocked all recipes. Wait a minute, why can't I make lava? Am I just missing it? Alright. Maybe I'm just gone crazy. No, not that I put it in the furnace. I have it here. Oh, you cook it. Oh, and then you get the recipe? Okay. Maybe that's what's going on. Thank you. You're probably right. You're probably right. Yes, there we go. I was like, what the heck? That's right. You just get flame jelly beds by cooking it outright. Thank you so much. Oh, man. I didn't realize you got more than one per flame jelly. I wonder if these sell for anything worth valuable. Ugh. Thanks so much, Jill. I was going nuts there. I was like, I lost a recipe? I have way more flame jelly beds than I needed. Cool. Fires for days. But every good lair, if we're gonna call this a lair, every good lair has is in a volcano. And so you'd come down here, you're like, let me go down to my lair. Nope. That's not right. Oh man, part of me thinks I should go back one so you don't accidentally fall into the lava, but I'm not going to right now, because I don't want to keep digging. And I just want to put this here. So we come down to our secret base layer. Okay, until I figure out what we're going to do for an actual floor, I think I'm just going to throw this down. Oh, nice. You can put, I didn't realize you could put flooring on while you're under here. I will change that out at some point. Oh no, we said what floor we wanted. We wanted to do the cobblestone. That's right, never mind. We wanted cobblestone. We know what we're talking about here. Oh, it's late. Too bad, I want to see the lighting effects. I have a solution for that. We'll go grab a coffee. It's in one of these boxes. Ooh, it's my last one that I have made. I'll have to brew some more. I also have too much stuff. I'll pick up those seeds later. There we go. There we go. Just start throwing some stuff back in boxes. Cool. Alright, let's pull out these poppets here. Got them. And we said we're going to start putting this in just to break up the textures a little bit. Still not the right texture, but honestly steel floor might look good. I don't have enough steel right now. I think that is the winner actually. Well, it feels a little Tony Stark-ish, like his underground lab or something. Okay. So that's the start. This wall, again, I don't know what we're going to do with it. We'll do something. Maybe we'll stripe them. I don't know. But let's get our pergolas down. Which this setup, I think... Oops, that's not right. Oh, gosh. The setup also works for train tunnels, it seems. That might be another thing we try, is maybe we'll build a separate train line. Might switch to my testing world for that. Just to kind of build that out. Okay, do I care that they are different orientations? I do. I think I want them to go... I think I like... Yeah, I want to fix this one. Come on, pick it up. I can't see the way. Okay, if it points that way, it's wrong, so I gotta point to the side. Okay. Cool. There we go. Oh, it's coming together. So know what we're doing with that wall. We'll figure that out. Let's go get our copter. So, you know, we're flying around late at night, doing devious things, and then we gotta fly back to our lair, which is very clearly visible because of our volcano that I guess we're gonna have to build at some point. And we get to our underground bunker. And if I knew what button... There we go. There's our landing button. We line up and we land in our very tight but doable... I think our underground helicopter garage is pretty sweet. I'm gonna grab a screenshot of that. Nice. Yeah, the ha path actually could work kind of cool. I really wish you could stack things. Like, I'd love to be able to have... And there's... I wish I could have, like, floating bricks. That's all I really want. Oh, can I see it? Oh, we can see some secrets here. Secrets. Try to fall through the world. But I am quite pleased with that. That looks very much like we have an underground bunker. We'll get some furniture down here. We'll decorate it. I'll figure out what to do with this wall at some point. Worst case, we'll fill it in, put concrete down, and forget we ever had a different wall there. But I do very much enjoy it. We also could break up, once I get the rock wand, we could break up this sheer wall and put a rock or something down here. Cool. Look at that, we're flying through getting stuff done. I'm loving it. Alright. These are in the way, they're gonna move at some point. Let's sleep. Wait a minute. I'm just realizing something. I definitely do not want to sleep. Today's the last day of summer, and I never went and harvested my mighty fruit. Yeah, my mighty spread. That would have been bad if I let that go, rotten. I was looking at that date, I was like, wait a minute. Excellent. So we got 11 of that. And then we're gonna turn that into mighty toast, right? Yeah, we don't want to actually eat the mighty spread itself. Although the mighty spread itself is great. The toast is even better, which is I need to start making bread, I think. What is the recipe for that? Alright, mighty toast. Or mighty sandwich. Only 10 minutes, eh? Is there any better use of the mighty spread? I don't think there is. What do we need to make bread? Just flour? Okay. How much flour do I have? 2. I should plant some wheat. Nice. That's helpful, though. Alright, we'll put our mighty spread in here for now. Let's tidy up our inventory. I had a water beds one. Yep, there we go. So that's where we're going to put our cooked lava beds. And I keep breaking my rule. I'm not supposed to take the last of anything out of a chest so I can quick sort at night. And I've just been forgetting. Oh, stairs. I do want stairs. You think it's just a normal crafting area, and then you find out. It's a nightmare. A dungeon, a scary place. I don't know. And that's why we built our landing like this. Oh no, we built our landing one short. Ah, that's so annoying. You know what? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't do that for. That's gonna really annoy me. Like a lot. Yeah, that's not ideal. Well, what that means is we're gonna have 2 vanity walls, because I'm gonna have to open up the wall and slide everything over one. Here. That's a project for another day. We're just gonna forget I did that and leave it alone. You won't tell anyone, right? Alright, let's go ahead and pop this stuff away. Some of the stuff should auto-sort, but... And then my flowers should. Maybe I'll move the penguins down here. Maybe they can live down here and be my evil minions. All right, what else we got to put away? We got some metals. Beautiful. We got a bunch of floors. Lovely. Got a piece of clothing, which I think I still have room over here. Plenty of room. Animal parts goes into the animal parts bin. That's the flame jelly stuff. More clothes to put away. I think, other than the banana, everything else stays on me normally. Nice. Now we can sleep. Alright, game saved. What shenanigans we need to get into today? Oops. What do you got, Theodore? Ooh, a fancy marble floor. What does that look like? Nope. Oh, apparently we have multiple marble floors. They can sit in there. Alright, let's see if there's anything on our board that intrigues us. A lot of things going on right now. You need a flower for a scone. That's probably a fair trade. Photo with Franklin. Photo of jellyfish and Diggo. Get out of town. A raw meat. Alright, we'll do a flower and a raw meat. Also, the restaurant's been moved, so we can go work on that. Let's grab our decking, which I think is going to stay hardwood, but we'll bring gumwood too, just in case. Since we're not working on the layer right now, we'll update our text of what we're doing. And that's going to be town square buildings. There we go. To do so much. Make our way to day 19 so that we can hopefully... Alright, what is their patio? Yeah, we're gonna do the hardwood for them. And I think we'll do brick still for the bank. Okay, so a couple things we need to figure out. How big is this building? So this building is that. This building is 9 by 6. If I want 2 deck out in front of it, 1, 2, it's going to be 11 by 6. All right, because I want 2 in front of it. Yes. I do like this corner being the start location. But we're going to go 11 by 6. Okay. So that's where we're going to put all of our decking, and then we're going to put the building back, but we're going to put it on the back portion. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And actually, do I like the start location, or do I want it to be truly diagonal? Maybe we want it to be truly diagonal. So we'll start it here, 11 by 6. Excellent. So that's what we're shooting for. And that way we're 2 off, and then we'll do the same thing with the brick over here. And then that'll give us our town square area we want to work on. So, first thing up, pull all of this up. There's my fruits trees. Have they grown yet? Let me see. I'm desperately gonna need fruit salad. Most of it has. Yeah, the new trees have not. Perfect. I can just quickly harvest that. We expanded the orchard because of how much fruit salad we go through, but these new trees just haven't had their first yield yet. Let's Let's knock everything off, and then we will pick it all up on a second pass. And honestly, I don't really need to knock everything off. The thing I'm always short on is limes, because I had a bunch of sale requests to sell like 40 limes at a time. It was ridiculous, or 30 limes or something. And so then I kept running out of limes. Hello, Rain. I also think you wanted something, right? Yes. Get my meat pie. I still have one license to unlock, so, you know, getting these, we're making our way. It's 9,000 though, so it's gonna be a minute. Thank you kindly. Let's keep going here. Pop these all off the trees. I should probably just make the Harvac, for crying out loud. Although I'm grumpy about it because it's so expensive and it doesn't do what I wanted it to do. I wanted the Harvac to suck it off the tree right into my inventory. Instead, it knocks off the tree and I still have to go back and get it and pick it up. And that just makes me annoyed. You know, I want if I'm paying $1 million for a vacuum cleaner, have it vacuum right into the vacuum bag. Maybe it's a coding reason. I don't know, maybe instead of get a new state for the objects, instead of having the object go from on tree to dropped to pick upable, just have it go to on tree to destroyed to inventory. But what do I know? It's easy to complain, right? Alright, let's go ahead and get all this since we're over here. Looks like I missed a whole bunch of apples. Got distracted, my ranting. I never pick up the cactus fruit. I probably should, but yeah. If it's on the ground, oh, what the heck, you know? If you're gonna do it right, right? I should just have it auto cook it all and then just sell it. I suppose I could have it auto jam. I mean, it seems like a waste of the jam maker, but or of the autos. But if it's just sitting not doing anything right now, then I can just sell piles of jam. Maybe I'll do that. Coconuts, I don't know that I need to get them all, but we can. Yeah, knock off all these limes, dilly dilly. Excelente. Serpentine, serpentine. Good enough. All right, let's go make some of this because we're gonna need the stamina. So yeah, tonight was a bonus night. I don't normally stream on Fridays, although I've streamed the last few Fridays because our D&D group keeps canceling. No, the jam is great to sell to Sheila. That's good to know. Maybe I'll do that. Fruit salad, yeah. Yeah, so I got to stream tonight. Normally I'm streaming Sundays and Tuesdays, it seems. And that's been a lot of fun. Alright, so... let me put all that away. We can put... must have used all my yellow up. That's... why am I... that's weird. I don't know why I have 60 of it and 315, unless I put it in the wrong box. Yes, there it is. I was like, that seems way off. There we go. Whoa. Shot me across the map. Fruit salad, that should get me through a good chunk of days now. And then honey, I put as an animal product, although, I don't know. Let's go ahead and pop one of these. And we'll do 3. I'm glad we're doing this though. I want to make more space over in this section because if we're going to decorate, you know, we should try to plan it out. And I'll eat a spark soup in a moment here because we're going to do a bunch of dirt printing. And so Sheila's going to get the hardwood decking. And actually, we're gonna have to go hunting for to get more spark soup. So that's probably what we'll do tomorrow. Nope, just one, just one. Alright, and then we're gonna raise it. I think this is all we're gonna have to raise. Yeah, I think this will work. I kind of want to do the same thing we did at the other building where we have one on each side. I got nervous for a second. I forgot to eat the soup and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna break my tool. That's good to know. So does Sheila always just buy food at 1.5, like, or do you have to wait to when it's for when she's buying it? Because I was thinking making just buckets and batches of 50 and selling it to what's his face, Jimmy. All right. Running like a madman. Cool. That'll work. We'll put the stairs and such in later. We'll move that tree later. Alright, let's go tell Fletch I want to move a building. Let's talk about town. I want to move a building. Alright. Oh man, that is bigger than I thought it'd be. I vastly mismeasured that. I thought we got it right. That's wild. Okay. Well, that's correct, but we need to go back 2 more. Maybe I forgot to add the 2 for the decking. That's probably what it was. But that's what we have spark soup for. Alright, well, let's see if that gets us sorted, or if I need to do one more on the side as well while we're at it. Okay. So that's the deck there. Yep, we are now diagonally apart. Beautiful. We want to offset it so there's one on the side and that it's flush to the back. So that's what we want to do. So we can do that and still print under there, right? Yeah. Cool. 1 on the side, flush the back, 2 in the front. We just got to print some here. And that gets us our foundation. And yes, I know I didn't need to use all the wood there. I could actually... I wonder if you can dig it out after the fact. No, you can't. But this way, you don't see it anywhere. Cool. Alright, so that gives us where that building's gonna go. Which means we're gonna be moving the bank much further back than I expected. Not a problem, just a bit of a surprise. And so I might as well start building this out to kind of look a little roughed in. We'll get those double highs off in a moment. There we go. We'll put grass seed down at some point. How am I good on time? Plenty of time on the food. Beautiful. Okay. And the bank is small and mighty. So the bank is 4 by 4. So we're going to need to do the bank. What we want to do the bank is actually... Oh, this works. I can just do this. We're going to need to do... We need 2 in front of the bank. And 1 off the side. Yeah, so we'll need a 6 by 6 to get the bank with 1 on each side. But we want that 6 by 6 to start. 1. Let's just make our diagonal so we don't mess it up. We want that 6 by 6 to start here. So that's where the bank is going to go. And that gives us kind of like even spacing based off the corners of the buildings. Right? Because this is a diagonally 2 by 2. Yeah, perfect. Okay. We're figuring this out now. So now, since we have still time on our printer, we might as well print the bank's foundation up. And then what I think I'll do is if we, when we get some of the other stores, we'll build another little shopping district over between Franklin, who's kind of over there, and John. We'll kind of go along the water there for the barber shop, the furniture store. We'll spread them out over there. Cool. Okay, so that's gonna be there, so we can go ahead and make this a little bit... And actually, because of how far back the bank is, we can just move it once, which is really nice. We don't have to move it out of the way to do stuff. So that'll be good. Let's kind of print and fill this area in a little bit so it's not so dramatic. Make good use of that spark soup while we have it in our belly. Go clean some of that up. Oh, we're autumn. It's mushroom season. I forgot all about that. We're gonna have to actually... Oh, dang it. I was hoping to build a mushroom farm. Is mushrooms based on dirt? Or the tree? It's based on the dirt, right? Because I could always just move trees. Alright, there we go. That is where we will put the, that's where we'll put the bank once it's ready, and that's going to be on brick. So I can go grab brick and put that down now. Oh. Oh, I was like, who's here? No, I forgot. I just parked the restaurant there for a minute. Alright, let's think about this. Do I want to build a mushroom farm? Mushroom soup is excellent. It is a good, just go-to food. Or do I just add that to my list and I have it in place for the next season? Oh, is this another garfish? It is. A weird fish wall. It's mostly just to be a cap here so you're not looking at fish, at the bright colors, but I don't know about it. We'll leave it there for now. I do like the idea of building a floor with fish tanks, though. There's something interesting about that. If you sink them into, that's the whole floor. You'll have gaps, but there's something kind of cool about that paneling and the way they light up. We'll keep that in mind. Okay. What was I here for? Oh yeah, let's get the brick. Oh, hush, penguins. You act like I never feed you. Because I never feed you. Pardon me. Alright, don't want to be coughing right in the microphone on you. That'll wake you up. So, we're going to go ahead and cook up some more brick path. And I have plans for this island too. We gotta clean this up. I don't know that I like the pergola here. I do want to do something more aquatic with the lighthouse. So maybe we'll do like a lighthouse and a fish market. Maybe we'll make like a little fisherman's wharf. That could be kind of fun. I'm very glad we're expanding out this town square though. This is going to look, I think, much better. With a little more breathing room to decorate. Alright, this gives us where the bank's going to go. And the bank is going to get, I think, the same kind of treatment. We'll center on the doors, but the same kind of treatment of stairs that Fletch's area did here. We'll see how much we have room for on this guy. Yeah, okay. Very good. Hey, Sheila. Bye, Sheila. I think we're going to sleep a few times back to back so that we can get the, we can keep moving the buildings. Because I would like them to be a little bit more, a little faster. And since it's not medium core anymore, we can do what we want. You think it's worth doing a mushroom farm? Alright, well, let's figure this out, Jill. I like this idea. Where should we put it on our map that's kind of out of the way, but still useful, and I'll actually go to it? Probably near teleporter. That tower seems like it wins. Is it based on the seeds? It's based on, or on the grass, right? It's based on the grass that it's grown on? So it doesn't matter what the tree is, if I'm correct. Let me see. I could pull up the wiki. So we have regular grass seeds. We have fir. We have tropical. Not fern. Is there any other seeds I'm missing? Let's see here. So the boopy-dibby-dabba-doo. It's the grass, but you need shade trees. Yeah, I can move trees, so I can just grab a bunch of trees and move them around. That's not a problem. I'm just trying to remember what grasses I need to do this. Boop-a-doo. And do I have enough here to do like a checkerboard pattern of grasses? We're gonna need more fir grass, so let's go get some of that. Do I have my scythe on me? All the things I said I should do at some point, like, I don't know, start a grass farm. That'd be pretty convenient. Or like a grass seed farm. Actually, we will do that. Well, why did it get like nuclear bright? Well, that was weird. Something's going on with the lighting there. Oh, the sun is coming to Earth. There it goes. It's calming down a little bit. That was a weird transition there. Alright, it's getting late, so let's go ahead and build ourselves actually a bit of a grass farm. I have more than enough sprinklers. We can just do an advanced sprinkler of each grass. What do I need to do to make a rain silo? That's what I need there. Water tank needs all sorts of shenanigans. But I think we probably have them, so. We will have them, he says, as he... $15 of those. 8 nails. Iron bars, we're very close to not having them, but we do. And old contraption, we still have 15 of them, so we're doing fine. Let's go ahead and chop up some iron bars, which seems like a really bad idea, or tin bars, so just, you know, just... But now we got them. Lovely. Now we can go make ourselves a water tank. And then what I'll do is I'll run around and look at what type of grass things are on, and as we plan for our trees. Okay, so we have our farm here, and at some point we do want to really expand the farm. And actually, what's the range on this sucker? Huge. So why don't we... Why are these sprinklers out? Oh, they're out here to... We're not really farming anything currently, so... Let's close that. Pick that up. We'll start scything all this out of the way. That's not a great placement for that water tower. Obviously, I can do a more effective, efficient one at some point. Today is not that point. What is going to happen today is we're going to make a little seed farm. Which, if I remember correctly, is just watering grass. So that's what we're going to do. Where is my chainsaw? Excellent. Alright, we got all that picked up. Oh, look, a little beehive. Nice. I think what we'll do is we'll just leave this next to our honey. Perfect. Okay. We'll pop that too while we're here. So the watering thing will hit sprinklers all over the dang place, so we're fine. In fact, we could even put a sprinkler over here and right here, and the sprinkler would then go all over the place. But I think we're just gonna park sprinkler. Not well. No, we're gonna compact that if I can find my compactor. We'll put a piece of flooring down. And we'll throw a sprinkler on it. And that'll cover all of that space. So that gets 24 there. So 1 row, 2 row, 1 row, 2 row sprinkler spot. 1 row, 2 row sprinkler spot. Nice. I thought you used to be able to do that, but I guess not. Alright. To make sure we get everything, we want to go... there. So we're gonna smooth that down real quick. And we'll take this tree down too. Cool. So now if this all has the same type of grass, which we were gonna do for this one, just regular good old grass seed, because Lord knows we have enough of it. This should now start growing grass seed for us, like seeds for us. Now we don't have enough of the fir seed, so we'll just put down the 10 we have for now until we get more. And tomorrow we might just go get more, to be honest. Tropical seed's gonna go over here. However, I don't think we can put seed down on seed, right? No, so we're gonna have to dig up the ground and then replant it. So let's go ahead and do that. That's the... perfect. Alright. We can do it using the same dirt. We can just kind of pick it up real quick just to kill the grass underneath it. Never made a grass farm before, but I can see now why they would be very useful. So we're going to go ahead and do it. Might as well do our fir seed area while we're over here. We'll plant these seeds while we get our energy back. Perfect. I don't know that birds are going to eat seed, so I don't know if I need fences and scarecrows. I don't know. Maybe I do. But I'm not going to worry about it right now, because again, this is very much a quick and dirty, get a little seed farm going for grasses. Nice. Alright, and we can get rid of that. So that'll give us our 3... And actually, just so there's no confusion, we'll go ahead and fill these in. Where it's outside of the range. And maybe tomorrow we'll start growing some wheat, because I need that too. Nice. You just move the tanks around to where you want grass. That makes sense. Well, I mean, the tank's range is huge. So that tank will feed all of these sprinklers with no problem. This tank is massive. Honestly, I'm gonna have to build out. I'm gonna have to do artificial island to get more room for farming. If I want to do like a mega farm, which I don't know that I do, but maybe I will at some point. Just to say I have one. We'll see. I've never made the farming vehicles, and so that's my last license I need to get, is the third one of the farming vehicle. So that might be worth doing at some point. Alright, well, let's go ahead and sleep. I do want to check this, make sure I'm not missing any, like, meteor showers or anything. Oh, we missed a... Wait, we missed a heat wave? I've never done a heat wave. In the autumn? Weird. That's a bummer. Alright, I'll have to remember that for next time. Try to get some gold, I guess? Alright, what can we do over here now? Let's find out what we got. Oh, Sally's here. Should we start trying to get her to move in, I guess? Maybe? Sure, we can go talk to Sally first. We're coming, Sally. Hello. Okay. I do want to see this, though. So... field mushroom is on regular grass. I wanted to see that. Hello, Sally. I meant to ask you, do you need anything? Catch an anchovy. I don't know if we've ever caught an anchovy yet, but we'll go look for one eventually. Okay. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be. I love it. Perfect. Let's go talk to Fletch. And do I have to pay off anything? Hello, Fletch. Great. Bye, Fletch. Alright, we get that set up. Okay. So, we found field mushroom on regular grass. And that is holding true everywhere, right? Yes, so that's all the field mushrooms. We're gonna find... what's the one on mud? Or on no grass? On dirt? Is it just on dirt? What would that one be? I thought they existed over here. Because there's 4 mushrooms, right? So there's one for each of the biomes. Am I just making that up? Ah, here we go. Yes. So we get milk cap on dirt. And then we get the morals and whatever the other one is on the others. Okay, cool. Let's go make sure everything's watering correctly and looking good in our seed area, and then we're gonna go and try to get some more grass seed. And we'll make a little mushroom growing area. And can they grow around any of the 8 spots around a tree, or do they have to be cardinally connected? Do we see any that are diagonal? I think they're all so far cardinally connected. We're doing science here. Cardinal. Wait. That's diagonal. Okay, so they can be diagonal. That is good to know, actually. Excellent. Okay, let's go check out our seed farm and see how that's doing. At some point, I'll fill in these bushes. I haven't wanted to chop them down to get more seeds. This is, wow, that's working real well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Was not expecting next day seeds like that. That's wild to me. Well, that's gonna help propagate things quickly. I do like the fur seed actually quite a bit. I know a lot of folks really are into the jungle, but I like the fur. Alright, we got all that. Great. So those ones are processed. That's another 10 we can get down for the fur, which is great, so we can keep working on building this out. Cool. Alright, seed farms is working. Far better than I thought it would. That's fantastic. Fantastic, he says. Let's go ahead and make our way. Let's get our helicopter, just to have it. And we'll make our way off to where I think we want to do our mushroom farm. It's going to be right in this area. I think that's going to be a good use of that space. Rising out of the ground over his volcano. Emergency landing. It's faster than trying to... I should be able to just do that. Can you do a scythe? Will that work? Oh, scythe works. Beautiful. Alright. Off we go. So we have our fish storage area over here. I think we'll make this... Oh, actually, no, I had a plan for this. What was this going to be? This was going to be, I think, like a beach resort town. So I think we are going to leave that alone. We'll go over to our fish area. Because I think there's a big open area here we could use. So we'll go there. Might also make me use my fish area more often. Alright, we need to do a couple things. We are going to need to kill a couple of critters at some point sooner than later. But while we're over here, let's get more of this seed. And I feel like these are the trees that this is the mushroom that is always so hard to find. And I don't know if it's just because of the tree types, right? Because you said it had to be shade trees. So do these not trigger the morels or whatever grows in the yellow? Alright, let's see here. We got all that. Soup's helpful. Alright, we got a good amount of fur. Yes, we can finish off our seed farm now. At least one of them. Maybe one day we'll do 2. Alright, so mud's working like expected. Mud is growing off of these guys, so it looks like any tree can do it. Including these ones here. Okay, so mud's growing here. What else we got? Do we have the yellow ones? Or are they just super rare comparatively? Well, regardless, I think I want a big flat area to be our mushroom area. Maybe we'll use the seed trees to spawn mushrooms since it looks like they can. See? Do we think different trees have different spawn rates? Because if that's the case, then maybe I wouldn't want to do that, but... Let's start by clearing this area out, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do here. Let's move all these seed trees for now. And we'll demolish these stones for now. Okay, so it's a nice big old area. Maybe there is something about different spawner. These, I mean, there's two over here. I don't know. The wiki will know. Yeah, that's always something I could look at. Feels weird to like pull from the wiki though while we're streaming. But you know, I should probably just set up a wiki page, like a wiki scene, so y'all can see what I'm looking at too. In fact, what the heck? Why not? To the wiki. First, we'll get a Firefox tab open. We'll go to the Dinkum wiki. Not my work site. And then I'll share that screen with you all. Add not game capture. We'll do window capture. Well, that's messy. But it'll work. Alright, let's look and find out some stuff about mushrooms. Alright, they grow under trees in autumn. Morning only. Oh my gosh, so many ads. Trees include fruit. Okay, so yes, trees include fruit trees, grass trees, and mangroves. They can grow on dirt, mud, and 3 different grasses. They can grow on dirt, mud, and the 3 different grasses. Oh, okay. Bush and grass, dirt, mud, tropical fir grass. Alright, so we need dirt and mud. I don't know what mud is. Cool. What makes something mud? So we're learning things. So there's multiple mushrooms. Yeah, you can dig up mud. Is it just wet water? What? I'm so confused. Well, we'll figure that out. Okay. Tile of mud. Let's get out of Firefox now. So we have 5 different mushrooms we care about, is what I'm learning. Not just 4, which is what I thought it was, but we have 5 we care about. The ones we need for the food, for the mushroom soup, field milk, slippery, and yellow. We don't need the red round heads. The red round heads are the ones you can find on mud. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back into the game here. Mud is under mangroves. Okay. So we'll worry about that last. Let's get the other ones going first. I'm just clearing out these trees because I might want them. I actually might just use these trees once we figure out our fields. Because what I'm thinking of doing is breaking this dirt. Now that's sand. This is dirt, so this would count as dirt, I believe. Yeah, that's just a nice, good old shovel of dirt. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're just gonna make a grid of these trees. And then we'll grass around them. Red caps are just pretty. Yeah, I'll make a few places to try to spawn them. I'm not gonna go nuts trying to get a ton of mud over here, but we'll definitely try to get some going. I can't remember if there's a way to propagate the mud or not, if we like put it on a dirt tower or not. So what I want to do first is actually get rid of all this dirt. Or all of this. All of this. This has got to go. Now we're gonna make a checkerboard of the 4 dirts, or the 4 seeds / dirt types. So we'll start over here, and I think what we'll do Oh dear, maybe 8 of each tree? Or 8 of each. We'll go for 8 of each, so we're gonna need 32 trees for that. But if it's in one organized area, it makes it a lot easier to get mushrooms every day. And I think we will. We'll use these guys since they seem to work. I'm still on the wiki. I know you all can't see. I just want to confirm it did say it could use any tree. Fruit trees, grass trees, and mangroves. Perfect. All right. So I think using all grass trees probably makes it a lot easier to see. So that's going to be great. So if we're going to do 8 in a row, what we're going to need to do is get a lot of this down. So 8 times 3 is going to be 24, so actually let's do this. Oh no, that's going to be 1 tree. So yeah, 24. Okay. And I also want to go check something real quick. I want to see if we can find an example where a tree is 1 elevation higher and the mushroom still grows under it. I know they're all dead now, but let's see. Can I find a dead mushroom under a tree that's 1 above it anywhere? Or does it have to be at the same level? Because I'd like to be able to put the trees up on a pedestal, just to make them easier to navigate. So we look at some elevation change shenanigans here. Can we find a sample anywhere? Red caps are just pretty. That's fair. There's some differing trees. Yeah, I should probably eat some fruit salad. Alright, we're looking for dead mushrooms under trees that are 1 level higher or lower than the mushroom. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be a thing, so... yeah. Would have been nice. And we could actually just test it. We could make a whole row of those. Yeah, we'll test it. We'll see what happens. But we'll build initially without them being raised. Head back over to our big old area. There you go. Okay. So, this whole section that I've highlighted needs to be dirt. Because this is going to be our dirt zone. And then we're going to put a tree every, basically, so in the center of each 3x3. And then next to this, we'll do regular seed. Next to that, we'll do the whatever, oops, what am I doing? Forest, so the rainforest. And then we'll grab some of the other one. Ooh, free contraption. And what's nice is because they're all grown trees we're going to be using, it should in theory start as early as tomorrow. Okay, beautiful. So now in theory we can, and we'll dig this up just in case that matters. Hey, there it goes. Cool. Let's go grab some trees. So we're gonna need 8 of them. There's 1, 2, do 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 do. Do 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 do. And I suppose I could use the actual tree type for the grass I'm putting down. That also is a little more decorative, I guess.
But we have so many of these guys. And they're small, which makes it easy to see if a mushroom's grown. So I think I'm gonna leave them. I think I'm gonna leave it this way. Okay. Now we're gonna go and do... yeah, we'll do this set here. And we gotta go all the way down so we have a 3x3 of the seed. I suppose it doesn't hurt. I guess you get more spawn chances by lining the whole thing in trees. So when we have excess trees at the end, maybe we'll put some more along the ends, like on this side, just in case it gets us more. All right, so that's gonna cover these guys. We're gonna put 8 of them in. Tree pinchers, so good. Kind of like I really enjoy the tape measure. Like just really nice quality of life building things. Hello, Buggy. All right, so we're gonna get that going, and I've been thinking about other things to do, like multiplayer, like mini games and things. One of them, I don't know if you've ever played Farkle. I love Farkle. It's a dice game. I need to get 6 dice though. So we have 2 so far after 2 night markets. So we're gonna need to get 4 more dice to play it. But I think it could be stupid fun, particularly if you're old and like Farkle like I do. So that might be something we'll see in the future. I had a blast a few weeks ago hopping on folks' islands and checking them out, and so I'd love to do that again too, because that was really a lot of fun. I always have dreams of like doing, like going to visit people's islands, like doing like interviewing them about their video game, love of video games, playing games, design and influences, things like that. Because people like to talk about themselves, you know, and so it's always a good time. All right, let's get this here. So our next section, and again, this is kind of infinitely expandable, right? We are doing 8 arbitrarily, and yes, we're gonna go 1 up. I need to go ahead and de-seed it, so that way I can come and put down the other seeds. And then we're going to have to see if we can propagate mud, which I think we can. So we get some of those red caps. We'll get them down in here. I suppose I should also update what we're actually doing, which is not town square buildings right now. Right now we are mushroom farm. There we go. We'll get this done. Nice. And I don't think I have enough seeds, but we will see what we got here. So we've done the grass. Now we can go get the seeds though, right? We can get up to, we just need 74, 24, 72, 73 something seeds. So let's go get some seeds here. You can move Margarita, perfect. That's why I was wondering if you could do it or not. I didn't know if that would work. So yeah, we'll get a shovel full of mud and do that.
That's be a good experiment. So we'll have 8 trees of each mushroom type that are eligible to make mushrooms. So I'm curious to see like how many give us mushrooms each morning. And you know, we made that seed farm. We're not going to need it because we're just going to steal all the seed from here, but we'll also have a farm now, which is nice for the future. Root poo. I don't need root poo. Who needs root poo? Now we can run over to the tropics and get some tropic seeds to finish us off in a moment here. Alright, that should be enough. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and seed up the fir grass, and we'll put trees down there. We do actually start it here. True, there'll also be room for the morels and trees now. That's also true. Good call. We can put some of these tools away. That's one reason I'm running out of so much inventory. We'll keep this out in case I screw anything up. Yeah, that's fine. Because that's true, yeah. Just because we're making a farm doesn't mean we have to lose the natural ones, the wild mushrooms. We can still totally grab them. Excellent, so that takes care of that. Let's go grab some more of our grass trees. We have a bunch over here. We're gonna have to run a little more far afield to get the last few in though, that's okay. Derby-dur. There's a good bunch back there. Okay. Oops, I'm already off, so that's why let's go check. I'm also realizing now you could actually set up like a checkerboard mini game where you play checkers using trees and the tree picker. Alright, I need 3 more on this side. Glad I didn't clear cut all these. And let's go get a few more. So I'm building it where, you know, we have these long rows of individual mushrooms. The other thing you could do, because in the grand scheme there's 4 mushrooms you care about, is you could have each tree have 2 of each seed under it. So you could have like 1 tree try to be the farm point for all mushrooms. That's just another way you could approach it, I guess. Alright, we are going to go and get enough seeds to finish off this initial farm. To do that though, we're going to need to knock out this so we can put down jungle seeds, which we need more of. We don't have enough right now. That's why I wanted to do this over here, because I knew it was a lot of dirt, so we didn't have to totally de-seed everything. Of course, the problem is our shovel may break before we get this done, so we can cheat. The way we're gonna cheat is... we might not have enough cheat, actually. We might not be able to cheat, but let's see how much. So let's see if we can cheat it. I don't know if we can get away with this much dirt printing without... Oh yeah. We're fine.
There we go. Cool. I might save that shovel for the next time we have to break a tool. Alright, so we can go ahead and get that done. We'll move the shovel off our bar so we don't accidentally use it. And we'll make sure we've got everything we need to. And I think we did. And we'll do the mud tomorrow. We'll do the mangrove tomorrow. But I think we have enough to get this done. So tropical grass seeds are next. And we need a bit more. And I thought there was a bit of tropics nearby. Somewhere. I can also start bringing these trees back after when we run back from the tropics. I know there's some around here. Oh, we'll do it. Well, you know, let's just put we'll do it in the morning. I guess it is getting to be late here, so we'll go ahead and that's what we'll do. We'll get the trees all ready. Oh, we'll do it right? We can go to the tropics real quick. Let's just teleport. The whole point of building this near teleporter was to be quick. Forgot how much nonsense you get in the tropics, though. So many things that aren't tropic seeds. The birds are all sleeping, so for the most part we should be fine. And we're also getting fur seeds again. I don't know if that's still a bug or if that's intentional. But we need, we're gonna need to go make another scythe is what we're gonna need to do. I can go repair it. Yeah, let's do one more and we'll go repair the scythe. Close, but no cigar. Which means we'll end up repairing our shovel too, and that's honestly not the end of the world. And we still actually have time to kind of finish it, because it's not late yet, so we're doing okay. So we'll do a couple of things actually. Let's grab our... well, let's put stuff away, because Lord knows we have enough stuff. We want to keep our tropical seeds. We don't need the grass seeds anymore, or the fur seeds for now. We don't need to have these flowers on us. If we picked up raw fruit, we can toss that. Picked up some of this, toss that. Some greens. We could put an edge or a border around it. Maybe we will later. Maybe, you know, they'll decorate it all or something, but... put all the farming stuff away. I will put one fur seed away, or one tropical seed away, so that way later on it auto sorts nicely. But that's all I need to do there. Cool. That gets us some more breathing room in our inventory, and feels better. I never did find Franklin to give him flour, so... sorry, Franklin. No flour for you. Alright. Now we've done that. What tools need repairing? Not really many, but we'll repair whatever we got. Gotta start buying more repair kits, too. And actually, I'm being silly because I did have a bunch of crab soup. Which I should just eat to not ruin my tools while we're doing all this. Nice, okay. Let's head back and get our last bits of tropical seeds. Actually, while we're doing that, where's my shovel?
Use the Jackaroo wand to get a little higher up so we get better gliding distance. Although I'm realizing I need to eat food for that to be useful. I'm assuming the helicopter is faster than gliding, right? We'll race over and pick up some mud while we're over here. I love that rail bridge. That looks good. Alright, so I think if I come this way here, there's some mud. Great. And we got a shovel of mud. Beautiful. And there's a little patch over here of that could potentially drop some seeds we want. Not many, we're getting close, but man. We need 72. So we need another 20 or so. Yeah, I think the tropical farm is going to be very useful just to kind of clear out each day or so. That might be one I double up because I do like this. It is a nice clean green grass. Alright, I'll get that going. Yeah, see, a bunch of fir grass seeds are dropping, which is so weird to me. Alright, almost there. Eight more. Spinifex for days. None of these are seeds, or none of this is grass. Oh, come on now. Alright, I think I just actually need one more to be fair. There we go. I think that's all we need, right? Because it's 8. We have 8 trees times 9. 8 times 9 is 72. That's what we need exactly. No matter what, it's gonna be late when we get there, so I might as well just fly there. Over Jaws. Get a little higher here. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, so this is good. We'll be able to get this whole thing put down. Propagating the mud might take a minute, but whatever. You can see the highlighting over here. Nice, that's convenient. Alright, let's put our tropical down. Right? That is correct? Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Got nervous for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Cool. Alright, if I put the mud up here, is it gonna turn everything to mud? Is that what I'm understanding? Or do I drop mud and then have to dig out from under it? Oh, tractor attachment. That's a good call. Yeah, I've never done anything with the, with Jill. I've never done anything, Jill, with the tractor. With the farm tools. Alright, we gotta move 7 more of these guys. Where do I have a lot of them close? Oh, hello. They're, encroaching. These are probably the 7 closest over here. Okay. I know there's food that lets you run faster, right? Am I making that up? I think there's a run faster food. Ah, here's 2 more. That's nice and close. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't clear cut these. I didn't really need the grass seed trees in the first place. I mean, I had enough tuff to my life, but... Nope. Beautiful. Alright, 4 more. Well, 4 more and then I figure out if I'm going to make the other one. And for that, frankly, I might just use these pine trees so I don't have to run back and forth for now. Closer ones. Lots of friends over there, which I don't feel like playing with because I don't have the right food for it. We are getting close though. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 more. We'll finish the mushroom soup mushrooms, and then we'll deal with the mud ones probably the next day. But you know, we'll see. All right, let's get these ones over here. Tree picker does make this pretty darn convenient, to be honest. Nice, and one last. Is there any over here that I can just quickly grab? It's worth a shot. I'll leave all these entities on the map. Let's go pick them up. Yeah, we'll grab one of these on the way back. Cool. Alright, that takes care of the real, quote-unquote, real mushrooms. We'll get the pretty ones, though, too, because we're going to need them as well, I think, for some crafting. But in theory, this should give us odds of all the mushrooms. Now, this is what I need to test. If I come up here... Nope. That's what I was afraid of. It ruins the dirt. So I don't know how to propagate mud. It just turned it into dirt by placing it down there. So we'll have to figure... That sounds like an experiment for tomorrow. Well, for now, though, let's see... Where is my tape measure so I can stop the neon... Oh, it's right there. Okay. No. Oh my goodness. That's all I needed. Okay. We'll figure out the mud sitch. I know there's a way to move mud. I just don't know what that way is. Pick up this free meat, because always do. Let's go sleep, and then we'll come back here in the morning and see what our odds are with mushrooms. Oh, actually, we don't have to go sleep, right? Don't I have a sleeping bag on me?
Doo-ba-doo. Alright, let's see what we get. Bats are annoying. I suppose leave that sleeping bag over here, actually. So, we got none of the dirt. We got one of the grass. None of the forest, and 2 slippery jacks. Oh, we did get a moral. Never mind. We have a moral over here. So not great. If you put mud 1 tile up, it works. So maybe because I just went too high off the water line? That might be what's going on. Okay. So not great odds. But made it real convenient to find them and look. So this might be one of those situations where it's something we want to like double or triple up the size of the farm to make any meaningful stuff happen. But each day is a different day, right? So you never know what you're gonna get. And it is very convenient to be able to run here and grab mushrooms. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's a very basic mushroom farm. I do want to try the mud thing though, so let's do I have any? Yeah, I have mangroves over there. Let's go that way. Doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Just while we're out and about, we might as well grab obvious mushrooms that we see. Where are these mangroves? There are the mangroves. Okay. Oh, and I do need to kill this guy. Ow. Because I need more spark soup. Because I am desperately low. Alright, while we're over here, we'll test over here. So if I get a mud and I put it 1 high, that works. Okay. If I try to put it 2 or 3 high, does not work. If I put it 2 high, does not work. Alright, so yes, 1 high above ground level is what we need to do. Perfect. Fun testing. Let's go propagate some mud. Actually, let's use our phone to get back there. Actually, we'll do 2 things. 1, we'll leave a point here just in case I screw it up, which is possible. So we'll leave a teleport point back here. And then we'll call a tower. Lovely. Alright. So this one, well... Now what... It disappeared. I didn't go high at all. Alright, we're gonna try experiment 2. This is why I put my phone there. It's not like it has to be adjacent to water. Now this I put on sand, so is it because it was on sand it worked? What if I come over here on dirt? We'll keep experimenting. No, that worked. Is it because it's within a certain range of being near a water block? Like, why? Why did it not work elsewhere? We're gonna figure this out. Let's call a tower.
Okay, it didn't like being on dirt. What if I do it over here next to water, just to see if we can even propagate it anywhere? What if I put it here? All right, that's mud. At least we have some here now. All right, let's try it on dirt here. That worked. Okay. Let's try it on sand, flat. That worked. Okay. This is so weird. Let's try it on dirt. Now it worked. Super weird, but whatever. That one didn't work. Got a piece of amber. That's always fun. Alright, I think now it's deciding it wants to play nice, so we'll take it. We got another feeder spot there. It seemed to have broke when I put it on the grass, but we'll skip the grass for now. And then we'll deal with that if I have to. If I have to turn it all to dirt first, I will. Eat some fruit salad. Alright, we've propagated a lot of mud now. So hopefully this works going forward. Alright, so now it's just the grassy bits. Which, yeah, it gets angry on the grass, so we'll just go ahead and pop all the grass first. Nope. There we go. Do 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 do. Excellent. Alright, so we're getting this all set now. And then the next step is we gotta go grab 8 more of those trees. I will say I love the attention to detail in the sound design in this game. The footsteps switching based on the surface you're on is always so good to me. Getting that kind of like squishy walking sound. Alright, let's keep this going. Beautiful. Alright. Let's leave this source block here and let it do its thing. That's fine. Okay, we need 8 more of these trees. And then we can go. Oh, then we can go finish fixing up the town with the buildings. Oh, we got a friend here. I don't have any food in me, but whatever. Oh man, he still set me on fire? Jerk. Thanks for all the free food, though. I should be okay. There we go. It's like the fire should stop at some point. Yay, you did it for science. That's right, Jill. We're doing mushroom science. Nope, that sounds like we're taking drugs. We're doing shroom science. Yeah, I don't judge. Not my scene, but yeah, y'all do you. Alright, we're gonna run over here. Doop-a-doop. I'm excited. It's about midnight here, and my kiddo is swimming at 8. But I'm excited because we're gonna drop her off at swimming. And then we're getting breakfast burritos. And I can already taste the machaca. Ooh, upside down smileys. Nice, Jill. Alright. I also think I might go make an iced coffee. Decaf, of course. Can't be doing that that wild stuff. It's too late. All right, let's get a few more of these down. We are in good shape, though. We have completed an initial mushroom farm. Again, I'm tempted to put some signage down to track. Maybe I'll do that next fall, and maybe I'll expand it to 10 of each, and just see on you know, try to just get some averages. Like what on average, what mushrooms? How many mushrooms are we getting? But we'll wait till we get some more grass so we can expand the expand it all out. All right, what do we need? 3 more? 3 more. Really, shells just hanging out here. So I've always been playing a ton of Dinkum. I'm getting actually really into now Jurassic Park Evolution. Really enjoying that. I love dinosaurs. I love Jurassic Park games. Or Jurassic Park, like the IP. So that's been a blast. Not something I think I'll ever stream. It's a little, I mean, it's very slow. But if I ever do, if I ever make a park that I'm really proud of or anything, I'll probably do like a tour and do that as a video. So if that sounds like something up your alley, go ahead and, you know, do the whole like, subscribe thing. Other people are like, whatever, I'm here for the vibes. I'm finally looking up at the survey here, because I've not looked in a minute. With 5 votes, we have New Challenge Island, and then whatever, I'm here for the vibes. Let me end the poll there. That's kind of where I'm at, too. I don't, you know, I'm kind of like, we could do a New Challenge Island, but I also could actually, like, do stuff on this island. Now that we've unlocked all the tools and things. I don't know how I feel about the Alphabet Challenge. I might have to come up with a new challenge myself. You know, the medium core was something I came up with, but I modified it off of AJ's hard mode. So I don't feel like I can really say I came up with it. It feels... I think it's distinct enough. But... I also think that's distinct enough. That looks good. I want to just do some quick painting fixing here. I don't like the mismatched soil. That's nice there. I'm not gonna worry about all the stuff I did at that mud. We'll leave it at the starter base. Cool. Alright, we'll come check that out in the morning. You don't care, you just want to vote? Well, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I do this because I have fun, and I'm glad people seem to enjoy enough to hang out and hang with me. Alright, we're going to town because we want to see how the bank looks now that it's where I want it to be, I think. Yes, we're gonna have to obviously move all this and stuff, but... yeah, this feels much better. Alright, it's weird that he just ran into the bank. He's like, oh, someone's here. Cool, so we got that. In terms of what we're going to take down for putting in stairs. Yeah, we can do that. Let's... So we'll need 2 for him. So yeah, we'll take 2 down for him. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Just 2. There you go. Beautiful. For the Tucker box, I think we're gonna go 4. Oh no, Tucker box is gonna be another 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. So they're gonna do that. Actually, I could probably just compact it if I have my compactor out. I do. Cool. Hey, Jill, have a great dinner and have a good evening. Thanks so much for hanging out. And hopefully we'll catch you next time. We're gonna move this tree. I like this tree. We're gonna move it for now. We'll put it right here. That's fine. While we have our scythe, I am gonna replace this grass. I don't know if I'm gonna put a whole full-on like platform, like if I'm gonna fill in all of this with terrain or if I'm gonna leave natural grass. I'm not sure yet. I'm also not sure like what I'd want to be the actual base, you know, of this area. She's trying to glitch off the sides because she doesn't have stairs. I will get you stairs. I know you need stairs. There's a reason I built it like I did. There's also potential that we connect these 2 platforms and we put a store in here. I wish we had diagonal stores or frontages, but alright, and so we will use... These were spaced out evenly. I'm going to leave that light gone for now. Because we'll put the stairs in here. Let's see, what can I throw in my bag to get some more space? Oh, lots of things. Yeah, that's good for now. Alright, so if we center these... And it seems like I lost one somewhere. That's weird, right? Well, we'll have to replace that in a minute. Alright, there we go. We got that. I need hardwood stairs, hardwood floor. I need some more brick and some brick stairs. That way we can just mark that as a done for now. But that spaced that out and makes it a lot more room to actually do stuff in that area, which I think is lovely. Alright, well, let's go get some things so we can finish that. And let's see, we just need a couple of hardwood stairs. Like, oh, you know what? Let's put all these seeds away now we need the room back in our inventory again. Oh yeah, okay, that's a meat, another thing. Okay, I'm fine with that. Alright, cool. So we have plenty of hardwood path to do what we need. We have plenty of this to do what we need. We need one more of the gumwood, I think. One more of the gumwood. And then stairs-wise, we need a couple of hardwood stairs. And we need a couple of... We'll do cement or brick. I think we'll do brick stairs. What do we need for brick? Stone, a bag of cement. Alright. Nice. Alright. check this because we should check it every day. Now let's go finish these guys off, and then that is, I think, pretty good. What I think I'm going to do after is I'll sleep once more just because I want to check the mushroom farm, but I'm not going to save it. And then I think we're going to call the stream there. It's been 3.5 hours. My goodness. My goodness. You just get into a flow, you know? There we go. There we go. And then this small little bank gets small little bank stairs. Nice. All right. So that puts us in a good spot. We'll do something more decorative with the fountain. Maybe we'll get a bigger fountain or something at some point. Yeah, the problem is the fountain doesn't line up even there. It does here. So oh, but that wasn't centered at all. That's okay. We'll put the fountain there for now. We'll figure it out later what we're gonna do fountains. All right, let's quickly go sleep. I guess we'll teleport back. We'll sleep. I just want to see how our mushroom farm does. You know, this is part of the science. Oh, yes, that sleep's fine. That's a real sleep. All right, and let's see. Survey says we'll wake up outside. Erwin's back at the base. We'll talk to him later. Let's see how we did. All right, a little better today. It looks like we got 2 of these guys. 1 of them. 2 of them. 2. Yeah, much better today. And we even got a red cap. Very cool. All right, mushroom farm I think is a success. I'm very happy with that. We get a mushroom super 2 every day type of sitch, just for without even trying. But we're not gonna save there. We're gonna call that a stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. Thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.